Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the icy world of cold water therapy. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Ahmad, are you nuts? Why would anyone willingly plunge themselves into freezing water? And yeah, it sounds pretty intense, right? But there's this whole fascinating world of benefits that people from hardcore athletes to everyday folks just trying to feel better are tapping into. We're talking about a practice that's as old as the hills, something our ancestors probably stumbled upon and realized, whoa, this actually does something powerful. It's not just about gritting your teeth and bearing the cold. It's about what that cold can unlock in your body and your mind. This isn't some fleeting trend you see on social media and then it's gone. The science is starting to catch up with what people have been anecdotally reporting for years, even centuries. We're talking about potential boosts to your immune system, faster recovery times if you're hitting the gym hard, and even a noticeable shift in your mood and energy levels. It's wild to think that something as simple as changing the temperature of the water you expose yourself to could have such a profound impact. It's like a system reset, a shock to the system in the best possible way. We're going to break down exactly what's happening when you take that cold plunge. So, if you're curious about how a little bit of shiver can lead to a whole lot of good, you're in the right place. We're going to explore the mechanisms, the experiences, and the real-world advantages. Could this be the missing piece in your wellness puzzle? Is it as hardcore as it sounds, or is there a way for anyone to get started? We'll get into all of it. Stick around to find out how this chilly practice can transform your life. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. First up, how the hell does jumping into cold water actually boost your immune system? It sounds counterintuitive, right? You'd think getting cold makes you sick. But what we're looking at here is a concept called hormesis, that's Hormesis, which is basically when a little bit of a stressor, a manageable stressor, makes your body stronger. Think of it like lifting weights for your immune cells. The cold water acts as a mild, short-term stress, and your body, this incredible machine, responds by ramping up its defenses. It's not about prolonged, dangerous exposure, it's about that strategic shock. One of the key things researchers are looking at is the increase in white blood cells, specifically lymphocytes and monocytes. These are your frontline soldiers, the cells that fight off viruses, bacteria, and all sorts of nasty invaders. Some studies suggest that regular cold exposure can lead to a higher count of these crucial defenders. It's like your body goes on high alert saying, okay, something's up, let's make sure we're prepared for anything. This isn't just about not getting the sniffles, it's about building a more robust, resilient internal defense system that's ready to tackle whatever comes its way, day in and day out. And it's not just the number of cells but potentially their activity too. The theory is that the metabolic rate increases in response to the cold to generate heat, and this might also stimulate the immune response. Think about guys like Wim Hof, the Iceman. He's demonstrated some pretty incredible feats of immune control, partly attributed to his cold exposure and breathing techniques. Now, we're not all going to be climbing snowy mountains in our shorts, but even a consistent cold shower routine could be nudging your immune system in a more powerful direction. It's about training your body to adapt and overcome. Now, if you're someone who pushes their body, an athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who hits the gym trying to get stronger, this next one is huge, reducing muscle soreness. You've seen it, right? Pro athletes jumping into these giant tubs of ice water after a brutal game or an insane workout. There's a damn good reason for it, and it's not just some macho display. When you work out hard, you're creating these tiny micro tears in your muscle fibers. That's what leads to inflammation, that ache, that stiffness, delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. It's a signal that your body is working to repair itself. So, what does the cold do? When you immerse yourself in cold water, it causes vasoconstriction. That's a fancy word for your blood vessels clamping down, getting narrower. This is thought to help reduce that immediate inflammatory response, kind of like putting an ice pack on a sprain but for your whole body. It can also help to flush out some of the metabolic waste products that accumulate in your muscles during intense exercise, things like lactic acid. By constricting those vessels, you're temporarily reducing blood flow to the area, and then when you warm up, you get this rush of fresh, oxygenated blood back in, which can aid the recovery process. It's a powerful tool for speeding up recovery, meaning you can get back to training sooner and potentially harder. Think about it, if you're less sore, you're more likely to stick to your routine, you're going to perform better in your next session. Some athletes swear by it, saying it's the difference between feeling wrecked for days and being ready to go again. It's not just about feeling better, it's about optimizing that entire cycle of stress, recovery, and adaptation that leads to real gains. It's a brutal, primal feeling, that cold, but the relief afterwards can be incredible. Let's talk about something fundamental to your overall health, your circulation. Your circulatory system, man, it's like this intricate network of highways delivering oxygen and nutrients to every single cell in your body and carrying away waste. When it's working well, everything else tends to work better. But modern life, a lot of sitting, not enough movement, can make our circulation a bit sluggish. So how does a blast of cold water play into this? Well, it essentially gives your circulatory system a workout, a real jolt to get things moving efficiently. When that cold water hits your skin, your body has this immediate, instinctual reaction. Blood is shunted away from the periphery, from your skin and extremities, and directed towards your vital organs to keep them warm and protected. It's a survival mechanism. Then, when you get out and start to warm up, or if you alternate between cold and hot, those blood vessels open back up, sometimes wider than before. That's vasodilation. This process of rapid constriction and dilation is like exercise for your arteries and veins, helping to keep them elastic and responsive. Over time, this can lead to improved overall circulation. Better blood flow means your heart doesn't have to work as hard, your tissues get more of what they need, and waste products are cleared out more effectively. People report things like warmer hands and feet, healthier looking skin because of increased blood flow to the surface, and just a general sense of vitality. It's not just about the immediate sensation, it's about promoting long-term cardiovascular health by making your internal plumbing more robust and efficient. It's pretty amazing what a little temperature stress can do. This one's fascinating, man, the impact on your mood. That initial shock of cold water, it's intense, no doubt about it. Your breath catches, your heart rate might spike for a second. But then, something else happens. Your body, in response to this intense stimulus, can release a flood of endorphins. These are your body's natural painkillers, but they also have mood-boosting properties. It's like that runner's high, but you get it from standing under a freezing shower or taking a quick dip in a cold lake. It's a primal jolt that can just cut through the mental fog. Beyond endorphins, there's also talk about the release of norepinephrine, which can help with focus and attention, and even dopamine, which is tied to pleasure and reward. Think about the feeling of accomplishment after you've done something challenging. Pushing yourself through that initial discomfort of the cold and coming out the other side can give you this incredible sense of mental resilience and clarity. It's like you've conquered something, and your brain rewards you for it. For people struggling with stress or feeling a bit down, this isn't a cure-all, but it can be a powerful natural tool in the arsenal. It's also about activating your nervous system. The cold initially triggers your sympathetic nervous system. That's your fight or flight response. But then, as your body adapts or when you get out and warm up, there can be a strong activation of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest system. This can leave you feeling incredibly calm and centered after the initial jolt. It's this beautiful paradox, an intense stressor leading to a profound sense of peace. It's a wild ride for your brain chemistry in a good way. Alright, how many of us rely on that morning cup of coffee or 3 just to feel human, to get the engine started? What if I told you there's a way to get a massive, clean burst of energy without the caffeine jitters or that afternoon crash? This is where cold water therapy can be a game changer for your energy levels. That sudden immersion in cold water is like an electric shock to your system, in the best possible way. Your senses just light up. There's no grogginess that can withstand that kind of wake-up call. When that cold hits you, you instinctively gasp, right? You take these deep, rapid breaths. This increases your oxygen intake significantly, flooding your body and brain with O2. This, combined with the general stimulation of your nervous system, just cranks up your alertness. Your heart rate might increase temporarily, pumping that oxygenated blood all around. It's like every cell in your body suddenly says, "All right, I'm awake, let's go." It's a very different kind of energy than you get from stimulants. It feels more natural, more vital. Imagine starting your day like that. Instead of dragging yourself to the coffee pot, you hit the cold shower for a minute or two. The initial dread is real, I won't lie, but the feeling afterwards is incredible. You step out feeling totally alive, clear-headed, and ready to attack the day. For many people, this becomes a non-negotiable part of their morning routine because the energizing effects can last for hours. It's not just a quick jolt, it's a sustained feeling of being switched on, focused, and just more present in your own skin. It's a powerful way to kickstart your metabolism and your mind. So, there you have it, a deep dive, no pun intended, into the pretty amazing world of cold water therapy. From supercharging your immune system and crushing muscle soreness to boosting your circulation, enhancing your mood, and giving you a natural energy kick, the potential benefits are seriously compelling. It's kind of mind-blowing that something so simple, so accessible, yet so challenging, can have such a wide-ranging positive impact on our physiology and our mental state. It's a testament to how adaptable and incredible the human body really is. Of course, like anything that involves pushing your body, you've got to be smart about it. If you have any underlying health conditions, definitely talk to your doctor before you go jumping into an ice bath. Start slow, maybe with the last 30 seconds of your shower, and see how your body responds. It's not a race, it's about finding what works for you and gradually building up that resilience. But the rewards, as we've discussed, can be truly transformative. It makes you feel alive, man. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, and if you're feeling brave enough to take the plunge, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. I'd love to hear about your own experiences with cold water therapy if you've tried it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Stay cool, and see you next time.